Good morning, ladies. Tiffany Quinn here, and this is our 30-minute upper body tone-up. Today's workout is going to help you sculpt and strengthen into your biceps, your triceps, your back, and your shoulders with a combination of single arm and dual arm exercises that you'll be able to do either seated or standing, with the exception of 4 of our triceps moves that we'll be doing down on the mat today. For equipment, all you'll be needing is your light to medium upper body dumbbells, a mat to do some of our exercises on, and of course the chair will be optional. Now smash that thumbs up button for me, subscribe to the channel for a new workout every week, and let's go ahead and get into it. What's up, everybody? Welcome to our upper body workout for today. Now we've got kind of a chill workout to do since the majority of it will be from a seated position. Now of course you can do these exercises in standing as well if you'd prefer, but I can promise you you're still going to feel a burn because I've chosen to go with giant sets for today. For our format, we've got a total of 12 giant sets at 2 minutes each with a 30-second rest to follow. Don't panic, within each of these giant sets we have a total of 4 different exercises, so they will go by fairly quickly. We're starting off with a bilateral move, so 2 arms, following that up with a single arm move, the opposite side, back to the bilateral, and then we've got our 30-second rest. So we are starting off with the biceps. I want you to go ahead and take a seat or stay in standing if you'd like. The feet are parallel, the knees in line with each other. We're gonna bring the elbows in towards the waist with the palms facing up. It's lift, 2, squeeze, and lower. Going in 3, grab those weights, in 2, in 1. So 30 seconds. Let's roll those shoulders back and down, the elbows tuck in, lift, 2, lower, 2. Every time you come to the top, you want to give that biceps muscle a squeeze, working into the main biceps muscle, the biceps brachii at the top. Lift, 2, squeeze, slowly lower to a 90-degree angle, no lower than that. Lift, 2, lower, 2. Keep that elbow tight against the waist. Give me one more rep here and lower that right weight down, staying on the left. Let's take the right hand and prop it right below the left elbow. Lift, 2, lower, 2, supported biceps curl. Now if you are going with a heavier weight than I am today, you're going to want to slow these down just a bit. Lift, 2, lower, 2. Go with what's appropriate for the weight that you're using. Squeeze and lower. Last 2 and down. Last 1, back down, changing sides in 3, 2, 1. The left hand below the right elbow, lift, 2, lower, 2. So this is as simple as it is. We've got our 2-arm move, our single arm the opposite side, and we're gonna finish off this round with the first exercise we started with. Lift, 2, lower, 2. For 4. For a 3, just focus on that muscle. For 2, last 1, lower down, go ahead and grab that other weight, pick that back up for me, elbows tucked in towards the waist, keep them tight, don't let them flare. Lift, 2, lower, 2, coming back to a 90-degree angle only. So I don't want you to lower them too much. Keep that tension on the biceps. Lift, 2, squeeze, and lower. Be sure to give it a squeeze before you come back down. Another 3. Last 2, facing straight ahead. Last 1, and you can lower those weights down. So our next move, again for the biceps, we've got 3 sets for the biceps today. The palms are gonna face in. We're going into our hammer curls. You're gonna feel this a little bit more in the forearm as well. Same tempo, lift, 2, squeeze, and lower. You've got 15 seconds. It's like we're sitting at desks, right? Like, okay, come on. All right, in 8 seconds, you're gonna pick those weights back up for me. Elbows tuck in, once again towards the waist, not allowing them to flare. The palms are facing in, let's go. Lift, 2, squeeze, and lower just to that 90 degrees. And down. Lift, and down. If you're going with a heavy enough weight, this should be pretty challenging by the end of the giant set. But I want you to go with one that's not overly heavy so that you can get enough reps in to make it to the end. Lift, 2, lower, 2. For a 3. For 2, on 1, lower that right weight down. Now take the right legs a little bit wider. The elbow rests against the inner thigh. It's in towards the chest, lower. In towards the chest, lower. That palm is facing up as you bring it towards the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you are in standing, you can also do this in a kneel. So you're gonna come right here and down. Lift and down, changing sides in 3, in 2, in 1 other side, up, 2, down, 2. Squeezing that bicep, pressing that elbow against the inner thigh, and then we go back to that dual arm move. One more set for the biceps after this. Lift and lower. 14 seconds. You can do this. These actually do get pretty tough pretty quick. Another 3 and 2. Last 1. Let's bring those legs back together. Pick that other weight up for me. Elbows tucked in, palms are in, shoulders away from the ears. Lift and down. I don't want to see you shrugging like this. Bring them down. Squeeze and lower to 90. Squeeze and back to 90. We've got 15 seconds here. Stay strong. Just focus. Chest is lifted. And if you had a rough upper body day the day before, this would be a great workout to do. One more. Lower those weights down. And we've got our final biceps move. Now for this one, we're going to take the arms a little bit wider. So rather than having them facing in front, we're going to take them out towards the side. The palms are facing up to start. We lift, lower, palms in, lift, lower. So same 2 moves we did with the arms at a different angle. Going in 13 seconds. Who's ready? We've got 10 seconds to go. I would say let's get those weights in hand now. Going in 5, 4, palms up, elbows in, 3, 2, 1. Lift, squeeze, lower, twist the palms. Lift, squeeze, lower, palms are up. Lift, squeeze, lower, palms are in. Amazing. Just feel that burn. Enjoy it. We're just focusing on the main muscles that we're working today. The lower body gets that break. You can breathe your way through it. And of course, you can go a little bit heavier if you'd like. Squeeze the core in the entire time. Lift and lower. Last lift. Put that right weight down towards the side. Keep that other arm exactly where it is. Same move. Lift and lower, palm in, and lift, squeeze, lower, palm up, and lift, squeeze, lower. 20 seconds to go. So we're already on our 3rd giant set, so you can see how these are gonna go. That 30-second rest goes pretty quick. It's your chance to grab some water. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet. Last 2. Last 1. Changing sides in 3, 2, 1, starting with the palm up, lift, 2, lower, and palm in, lift, lower, and palm up, lift, lower. Do not allow that elbow to flare. If you feel that the elbow is coming out, you have 2 options here. You can lighten the load or take an extra rest right between just to get that energy back to your muscles and then go back in. You don't need to pause the video. Just put in the work that you can for today. Lift, squeeze, lower. Last lift, squeeze, lower, back to our 2-arm move. So those elbows tuck in towards the waist, palms are up, lift, squeeze, lower. Now pulse, palms in, lift, lower, and pulse. Palms up, lift, lower, and pulse. Feel that tempo. And pulse. And pulse. And pulse, palms up, lift, lower, and pulse. Palms in, lift, lower, and pulse. Last 1, 2, 3, 4. Last 1, 2, 3, 4. And weights can come onto your thighs if you'd like, or on the floor, whichever you prefer. So next we are going into our triceps move. We're actually starting with a hammer press overhead. So those weights come to the shoulders with the palms facing in. It's press and lower with both. Then we'll go into our single arm with a different exercise. And then we finish off this round with alternating. Follow with me, going in 6 seconds. Just take a breath, relax, enjoy the moment. In 2, in 1. Weights are at the shoulders, the palms are in. Press, slowly lower, bringing those elbows back again down towards the waist. Straight ahead, the back is straight, the chest is lifted, the rib cage is down by drawing the belly button in towards the spine, bracing the core. 15 seconds to go. You got this. Another 3. Last 2. Last 1. Now put one of those weights over to the side. That left arm, the weight comes behind the head. The palm is facing towards me. Lift, squeeze, lower. We're in our triceps section. You want to try to keep the elbow facing forward. It's going to come outward just a little bit, but try to take it inward. And you're squeezing the tricep at the top, dipping down right below the hairline. And lower. Lift, squeeze, lower. For 2. Last 1. Now take that weight over to the other side. Palm again is facing towards me. Lift, squeeze, lower. Lift, squeeze, lower. Squeezing the back of the arm, taking that elbow as far forward as you can. Now I actually like doing this as opposed to doing both hands with the weight and dipping up and down because it follows the pathway of the triceps. So you actually end up working it a lot better. Another 3 and 2. Last one. Now let's grab a hold of both of those weights. Bring the palms in towards the shoulder, alternating. 1, 2, 1, 2. Final 30 seconds. Then we're actually going to come down towards the mat. So we'll have that 30-second rest. In that time frame, I'd like you to move your chair out of the way. Continue with those same weights, and we're coming into our chest press position, essentially. Lift, lower, for 4, 3, 2, last one for me, and come on down to your mat. So you've got that 30-second break. Let's just reposition a few things here. The feet are going to be flat on the mat. Our palms are facing in and coming up. So just like so, okay? We're starting off with our narrow presses, elbows in towards the waist, and lift. Going in 10 seconds. Here we go, guys. Really gonna fire up the triceps. By the end of these sets, they are going to be burning in 3, in 2, in 1. Starting from the upward position, down towards the waist, press. Down towards the waist, press. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze that tricep at the top. Don't lock out the joints. You can have a slight bend in the elbow as you come up. Inhaling as the weights are pushed away from the body. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Last 2. Last one. Now put one of those weights over to the side. We're going to take our right hand supporting the left arm. The weight comes down to the same side shoulder and lifts. The palm is still facing in, and the goal here is to try not to move the upper portion of your arm. 1, 2, 3, and squeeze. And squeeze. Incredible. Facing straight ahead. 1, 2, 3, and squeeze. Last 2. Last one. Go ahead and change sides. Again, support that right arm with the left arm right above it. Down, 2, tap, and lift. Same side shoulder, keeping the upper portion of your arm stationary, squeezing the tricep at the top of the move. Right after this to follow, we go straight back to our narrow presses. Down, 2, lift, and squeeze for 4. For 3, doing amazing. Keep going, don't give up. 2. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, grab a hold of your other weight, this time alternating, starting from the upward position. Left down, press, right down, press. Let's take it just a little bit faster. 1, 2, 1, 2. Last 30 seconds. Then we've got one more set for triceps. To follow, we go into our back exercises. Down, press for 8, 7, 6, 5. Feel that tricep. 4. Last 3. And 2, and 1. Okay, relax those weights down, give yourself that little breather. We're going back in. This time we are still sticking with that narrow press. However, we're gonna change the position of our palms. So rather than facing in, they're gonna face towards the forehead. It's a little bit trickier. You've got 12 seconds, and then we go right back in. Feels pretty good, right? Kind of a chill workout today. Going in 5, 4, 3, I keep saying chill because usually we're running around. And 2, and 1. Palms are facing up, elbows towards the waist, and lift. 1, 2, 3, and press. 1, 2, 3, and press. Should be feeling pretty good by now in the triceps. The biceps too, we woke up with both of our arms. Actually, the shoulders are the largest muscle of our upper body, but we're gonna fire those up last and really get that burner in there. 1, 2, 3, and press. Last time, lower those weights down. Put the right weight down, bring the left arm up. This time, face the palm away from you, still supporting the upper portion of your arm. The weight crosses to the opposite shoulder and lifts. Squeezing the tricep, the back of the arm. And press. 1, 2, tap and press. 1, 2, tap and press. Squeeze that tricep. 3. And 2. Last one. Lift, Switching hands, the palm is facing away. Take that left arm, left hand, support the right portion of your arm. Bring it across and raise. Cross, tap, raise, and squeeze that muscle for me. Think about the muscle you're working. You will get better results. You will make better progress when you learn how to think about the muscle that you're working and connect it mind to body. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1, grab both of those weights. This time the weights start at the center of the chest. Palms are facing in, press and lower. Diamond press and lower. Squeeze the triceps. Facing straight ahead. Weights come down towards the center. The elbows are still drawing in towards the waist. Not locking out the joints at the top. It's our last one in lying, and then we come back to that chair. Another 3 and 2. Last 1 and lower yourself down. Now for this next one, have your lighter weights nearby. We are doing some side flies for which we're squeezing the back of the shoulder blades at the top. So we're coming back to the chair. Let's start off with those lighter weights. The palms are facing in. These are my 5s, by the way. We're hinging forward with the upper body. It's out to the left, lower, out towards the right, lower. We are alternating in 2, in 1. The palms are facing the thighs. You're lifting the shoulder level, no higher. Lift and down. Lift and down. Now when you come up, I don't want you to have your arm totally straightened out. You want to keep a slight bend in the elbow at the top and think about squeezing the back muscle as you lift. Up, raise, lower. Quick pause at the top and lower. For 4. For 3. For 2. For 1, now grab a hold with the left hand, one of your heavier weights. The palm is going to face towards your booty. The elbow comes out towards the side and down. Lift and lower. Again, squeezing that back muscle. You're thinking about working the back muscle. Lift to the side, lower, just to shoulder level. Don't need to go much higher. Lift and lower. It actually should be difficult to bring it any higher. Last 2. Last 1, changing sides. You can bring it right through the legs. Lift to the side, lower. Lift to the side, lower. 25 seconds. Back to our first move, and then we go into our second superset for back. How's this feel? Not too horrible. I don't think it's too horrible. Trying to prevent the upper body from rocking though. The only thing moving should be your arms. Squeeze and down. For 4. For 3. For 2. Last 1. All right, lower that weight down for me. We're going to pick up those lighter weights once again, this time at a 45-degree angle to the front and lower. To the front and lower. So your palms are facing at a 30-degree angle towards the body. Lift towards the front and lower. Lift to the front and lower. 13 seconds. Just switching up the movements a little bit. Still keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Facing down towards the floor. For 3. For 2, finish off that other side and lower that weight down. Okay, second superset for our backs. Now for this one, we do have our snatches that we're gonna do, which are one of my favorites right now. So we are alternating. So you're gonna bring those palms facing down, take the legs nice and wide. It's lift, snatch, lower, lift, snatch, lower, going in 8 seconds. And then we're gonna follow that up with a slightly different move. Going in 4, 3, 2, back is straight, core is tight, lift and lower, like you're doing a vertical row and down. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alternating with those arms. You've got 20 seconds. If you're using very light weights, you can speed this up a little, but I want you controlling that motion as you bring the arm down. Another 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Put one of those weights down towards the side. Vertical row, lower. Vertical pull, lower just to chest level for this one. 1 more minute to follow, and then our final superset for the back moves. Now this is actually working a lot of the shoulder as well, but you'll feel it in the latissimus dorsi. Lift and lower the back. Lift and lower. Sometimes the geeky part of me comes out, the sciencey nerd that likes to read a lot. Another 2, Last one, over to the other side in 2 in 1, pull up and lower. Pull up and lower, just to shoulder level. So this is our break between guides. I figured we'd go with something that was a little more relaxed, especially with the calendars that I do put together for you. Tend to get pretty intense, right? Lift, squeeze, lower. Lift, squeeze, lower. Another 5 and 4. Last 3, come on, you've got this. 2, on 1, grab that other weight, back to the snatches. Lift and lower. Overhead and lower, controlling that motion downward. Quick pause at the top, not overextending the arm. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 15 seconds. Then it's on to our rows, which of course we had to include today. Another 4 and 3. Last 2. Finish off the other side and lower that weight down. Okay, the legs can come back together. Hopefully you got a nice hip and inner thigh stretch going there. We're gonna go back to our heavier weights. In my case are my 10s today. And we're going with our rows. So we're hinging forward. Now squeeze that core in tight, the back stays straight. We're gonna row in towards the waist, squeeze and lower. You've got 10 seconds. Now I did want to go heavier for this workout. However, I ran my elbow into a door the other day. It's a little bruised still. So 10s is what I'm sticking with. Please go heavier if you'd like. Hinge forward, palms are in. We've started. Squeeze and lower. Squeeze and lower. Now the key to know if you've gone heavy enough with your weights for the rows to actually feel that difference and feel that burn is it should be quite challenging to bring your elbow above your back line. Lift, squeeze, lower. So you shouldn't be all the way up in the air with the elbow. At that point, you're taking tension off the back. Another 2. Last 1. Now lower that right weight down. The left arm comes up. We squeeze and we hold, guys. We're just gonna hold right here. Hold and squeeze. Now I want you to think about squeezing the back muscle. Really squeeze that back shoulder blade. Great job. Shoulder away from the ear. Make sure that's down. Hold here. Just hold. We're just holding. Squeeze. Do not let go of that position. For 8, 7, 6, 5. Lower it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Squeeze that elbow in and up. Squeeze and hold. Hold, hold, hold. We are not bringing that weight down until we get to that last 4 seconds. The elbow should be tight against the waist. The palm is facing in. I hope you've gone with a heavy enough weight today. I know I could certainly use heavier, but we need that elbow to heal. All right, guys. Almost there. Keep squeezing. And lower for 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab a hold of that other weight for me. Squeeze in and lower on both sides. In and lower. If you're more comfortable doing this in standing, by all means, go right ahead. To follow, we've only got 3 more giant sets left. We are right at the end. Don't leave for the last 3. You still want to work the delts. Like I said earlier, they are our largest upper body muscle, so don't skip out on them. They're super important. Another 3 and 2. Last 1 and lower it down. Now from here, we can go ahead and grab a hold of our lighter weights. Be mindful of the rotator cuffs. Protect them at all costs. We've got 20 seconds. Our first exercise is an arc to the center. So we're actually going to take the palms, face them out away from us. As we come towards the center, the palms come down and we lower back with the palms out. Going in 6 seconds. I keep looking down for my timer, by the way, if you were wondering. Another 3 and 2. In 1, we come forward and we come down and out. Forward to close, down and out. Shoulders away from the ears. Keep it controlled. If you're straining at all, go with a lighter weight. No reason to strain here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. For 3, 2, 1. Lower that right weight over to the side or on the thigh. Lift to the center and lower on that one side. Center and lower. We will switch the exercise to the final one. But right now I want you firing up that front anterior deltoid, the front shoulder muscle. Lift to the center, lower. Control that weight coming down. It's not dropping to the side, right? Even if you're shaking, you're controlling it. 3 and 2. Amazing how excited I can be from a chair. 1, and lower over to that other side. Palm is out to palm down. In towards the center, lower, just right in front of the eye line there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, slowly lower. Shoulders away from the ears. I keep reminding you because I know in the beginning, I would always do one of these, right? We don't want to do that. Bring it down. Last 4. Last 3. Stick it out with me. Last 2. Come on, you've got this. Last 1. Lower it down. Now take both of those weights out toward the side. Keep a slight bend in the elbows throughout. All the way overhead. Slow to lower. We're going to count the lower. Lift up, now come down for 8, 7, 6, 5, halfway 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, 8, 7, 6, 5, halfway 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift. 7, 6, 5, halfway 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. 2 more giant sets. It feels really weird being in the same position the entire time. You guys know I'm over the left, over the right, on the floor, standing up, jumping. So I've really had to tone it back for this. All right, so our next one, we've got our standard shoulder presses. You can either go with those heavier weights or stick with the lighter. We're gonna bring our arms to a 30-degree angle towards the front, like so. So it's not straight line, it's bring it in a little bit. We press 2, 3, 4, in 2, in 1. Let's go. Press 2, 3, 4. Coming back in line with the shoulders when you come down. So what I don't want to see is this all the way down here, or this, one arm down, one arm up. Try to keep it even. 2, 3, 4, and press. 2, 3, 4 for 4. For 3. For 2. Give me 1 more. Now bring both of those weights in towards the shoulder, only on the left side to start. Arnold press, lower. Palm out, palm in. Palm out, palm in. 2 more sets to go. That's it. We're done after that. You are right at the end. Do not give in for the end. Just finish off that burn. Do what you came here for, right? You want to be the person that finishes those workouts, especially when I break it up the way that I do, where we work from one muscle group to the other because we're fatiguing different things. And if you missed that last one, over to the other side, if you missed that last superset, or those last set of supersets, giant sets in this case, you might be missing out on a major muscle group. Lift and lower. Lift and lower, 18 seconds, and we finish off with our shoulder presses, then onto that final superset, which I think giant set is one of my favorites. Lift and lower. For 4. For 3. Last 2. Last 1. Bring those arms back up in that 30-degree angle forward for me. Lift. 2, 3, 4, and press. 2, 3, 4, and press. Not allowing the head to jut forward, okay? We don't want to be here. Keep everything nice and straight in alignment. Lift, 2, 3, 4. You're stronger than you think. You can get 3 more reps for me. Last 2. Last 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on till that timer goes off and lower it down. 30-second rest. Our final giant set, everyone. Now for this one, we've got 45-degree raises. So our palms are going to be facing down to start. From the thigh level, we're lifting in front at 45 degrees, so it's not straight ahead. 45 degrees and lower. Going in 10 seconds. Keep a slight bend in your elbow the entire time. You're not straightening all the way out. In 4, 3, 2, 1. You should not be lurching backward as they lift. You should be able to control it. Otherwise, the weight is too heavy. Lift, 2, 3, 4, and raise. 2, 3, 4. 20 seconds. This one's fun. I promise it's fun. You're like, this is not fun. This is the last set. You know I'm burning. Yes, but you've got this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last 2. Last 1. Now from here, same raise. Twist to the top, lower. Lift, twist, lower. Lift palms up and down. Lift palm down and down. Amazing. Woo! Yeah, we're not doing single arm throughout our last set. This is our finisher. Lift, twist, lower. Lift, twist, lower. For 3. For 2, just to shoulder level. For 1, now turn those palms to face up this time. Final 30-second burn. Up and lower. Up and lower. There we go. Like you're cheering someone on. You're telling them to come. Your dog just ran away. Come here. I don't know what I'm saying sometimes. Lift and lower. Sometimes I gotta keep myself going, right? Shoulders away from those ears. We've got 10 seconds. I know it's burning. Lift and down. Last 4. Last 3. Come on, you got this. Last 2. Do not drop the weights. Last 1. And now you can officially drop those weights over to the side. I hope you enjoyed this workout, everyone. It wasn't crazy sweaty, but it definitely wasn't easy, and I know you'll be feeling it tomorrow. Fabulous job today, everyone. Now, before you head out, smash that thumbs up button for me, subscribe to the channel for a new workout every week, and don't forget to grab your free May Fitness calendar from the links below in the video description. We'll be starting on May 5th our Mind to Muscle Equipment Mastery Guide. Within this calendar, you'll get 18 total workouts throughout the month and a new one every single week with a focus on a new mode of equipment we can use to stay in shape at home. Now, all you have to do to follow along with this guide is go to the YouTube clickable icons. You'll open those up, and that'll take you to the workout for the day, with the exception of the new ones which get posted here on the channel at 9 a.m. EST every single Wednesday. We'll be kickstarting off this guide with a full body kettlebell burn, so turn your notifications on for that, and I'll see you there.